Okay, so I'm just going to quickly run through every single option that I gave, and then I want you to decide what you want. Okay, this is an assignment. Okay, so your assignment is to decide from all these options what exactly is it that you want. So option one, remember I talked about you being having a CSRO department. That means you have a business and then you have a CSRO. You do good. Okay, option two is that you're a CSR director, so it may not be your business, but you might be the one in charge of that CSR department, meaning you're living your social impact dream and you don't have to bother about the funding and the hard part of the business, but you are responsible for carrying out projects and you are provided the funding, or you might even be sourcing for funding and all that, but you are the director and not the owner of the business. Okay, then we talked about being a country director. It's like a CSR director, but in this case it is for an international organization. So international organizations, they want to spread to say your country, and they want to spread to your country, and they need a director in that country to execute their projects and to give them reports. So you can be a CSRO director. You can also have a periodic personal project. So it's just personal. It's you doing good as intervals. It doesn't mean that you're running an organization or anything. It's just you do that periodically out of your personal funding, or you can even get other people to support what you're doing, but it is at your own it's at your own will, no pressure. Then you can also volunteer for a non-profit organization, right? You can be a volunteer. You can never be too big to volunteer. You can never be too big to volunteer. You just love social impact, and you don't want the hassle of the whole, you're running it, you're writing proposals, you're meeting. You just love it, and you just love to volunteer for it from time to time. That can also serve as well. I also talked about the fact that you can be a funding partner, right? So you can be a funding partner. So a funding partner means that you don't have time to give, but you have money. So it's that also helps as well, because running a non-profit organization needs a lot of things. You need volunteers, you need money, you need directors, you need staff, you need external partners. It's a lot. So you can be like, you know what, I love what is going on, I want to support this project, take this money, and you can even become a partner every year. So every year you are part of their funding partners. You give them some money for them to execute projects, and then they give you reports as to how far. That is you also joining forces with them in doing good in society. Then you can be a board member. So a board member means it's like, for a non-profit, board members are kind of like funding partners as well, but they do more than just giving money. They give advice. So you can apply to be on their board if they're accepting members of their board. And if you meet the requirements, you can be on their board. It means that for you to be a board member, you should have years of experience in non-profit, or maybe not really non-profit, maybe in business, or you have a network of people that can help the organization. But you definitely have to have something more valuable than just money. Apart from advice, you have connections, you have business ideas. You can help them draw up a plan. So that's why I see board members are people that are have grown in their expertise to a certain level. So you can become a board member where you're providing finances for the non-profits and you're advising them, and you're part of the people that is helping that non-profit. So you're not running it, but you are there cheering them on and helping guide them. And most importantly, you can be a non-profit founder. There is nothing wrong with being a non-profit founder. I'm just saying, I was just saying, we mustn't all be non-profit founders. These are other options of how you can live your social impact dream. However, it does not mean that you should not be a non-profit founder. I am a non-profit founder, and I love it. But you have to understand what it means to be a non-profit founder. It's more than just doing good. So because a lot of people feel like, because they love doing good, they love social impact, then it means that they must find, if that's the word, but they must be the founder of a non-profit. No, it's more than just doing good, like I've explained. It's there's a lot. It's like it's running an entire organization, running a team, meeting with partners every single day. So it's like saying you want to start up that thing that maybe you're running away from business, for instance, right? That thing that you feel like you're running away, that's what that you just want to, be in this area. That same thing is what you will jam when you find a non-profit. But it means that you're on an executive level and you have to think of running an entire organization, and it takes a lot to run an organization. So, but if you're built for it, I'm built for it. I am very much built for it. I am very much built for it. If you're built for it, if that is your core, if that's what God has created you for, then there's no need to shortchange yourself. There's no need to, take maybe just decide to volunteer when you should be running yours. If you're called to run yours, by all means, I welcome you into the fivefold ministry of non-profits. All right, so your assignment is, what do you want and why? I'll see you in the next course.